All right, guys, Josh here. It's February's episode of Building Whitetails. In this episode, guys, we got a lot of acreage out here. It's vast grazing lands here. I don't really care what the deer do out there per se. I want them to do something very specific right here in just this couple of acres. So we're gonna go over 3 different ways of how to shift deer activity, help them do what they want to do already, just a little bit in your favor, and how to just tweak those travel patterns so that it really lines them up for the best shot opportunity possible.
I've said it before, you'll hear me say it again, I will continue to say it. Help the deer do what deer want to do.
Okay, so you can see the blind here to my left. I'm on the downwind side. I'm on the south side of the blind. We're gonna throw a map up so you guys can see an aerial of north, south, east, and west. I'm building this 5-wire fence along the entire south edge. I'm going to access this from the south, and I'm going to hunt this with a north wind blowing my scent back to the south, the direction that I access this from, the direction towards this 5-wire fence. I'm only doing 5-wire on the south side because this is the main spot I don't want the deer entering and exiting the plot from. They don't really do it already, this area. I really don't want them doing it at all. So we're doing 2 strands of electric wire around the east side, the north side, and we are actually going to do 5-wire on the west side as well. I got a little turnaround. So we're doing it on the west side as well. So really, I want the deer, if they come and go, I want them to do it over here. I do not want them doing it over here. That way it really minimizes the chances of getting smelled. So that's what we're doing, is using the 5-wire fence. If they still want to jump it, they can. This isn't a high fence, but it's something. Deer are lazy creatures as long as they're unpressured. So these are, for the most part, unpressured deer. They have their sanctuary areas. They've got food, water, everything they need. But I still have to run ranching and farming is how I make my living. So it's kind of a give and a take. But so we're running the 5-wire here. We're going to run down, and I'm going to show you guys. We're putting in a gate as well to really help funnel them entering here on the west side as they come in, hopefully, to the plot and present us with a really good shot opportunity. Okay, so we went over 5-wire. This is kind of an extension of 5-wire, but using gates as well. So we've got 5-wire coming down the hill here. We got 5-wire going up to the south edge. So what I talked about earlier in regards to where we're building the new fence, this is an old fence that I am redoing. But I'm putting a gate in here. You can see behind me, I don't know if you can, we'll show it, but there's a humongous trail coming in. And this is a spot that I have seen deer cross the fence. This is a spot that we have watched deer interact over here. So they're already liking this, but we just want to help them utilize this better. And putting it right here lines them up to enter into the plot, giving us a shot opportunity from the blind. So this gate will remain closed when I've got cows turned out to grass here. As soon as the cows are out, I'll open the gate, and it will hopefully do its job. All right, so one quick tip is when you're setting posts, either one, use steel, but when you do that, you're probably gonna have to do some welding. So either have a buddy with a welder, or if you own your own welder, that's good too. If you're using wood, this is a hedge post. Osage orange, cedar works pretty good too. Both of those tend to not rot. Depending on where you're at in the country, if you live out where it's super dry, you can get away with various posts lasting a long time in the ground. We get enough rainfall here where if I just use ash or oak even, or things like that, bugs would eat it and it would rot away and not last that long. I want this fence to last a long time, so therefore I'm using a hedge post. This is one I had in other places. This is something I also want to point out. By the way, you can buy pressure treated fence posts. They work just fine. But you can see this is burned. So if you're setting wood posts in areas where you've got a lot of native grass, make sure that you you don't have to back burn around it, but make sure that you don't burn your posts off. That's something we fight here in in the grass country. So that's just one little tip. When you're doing this, make sure you use a post that will last a long time, steel or hardwood of some nature or treated posts. Okay, so the last one is using natural cover, so trees, brush, things of that nature. That's what I used here to create this wall. I didn't really want to fence this off. I wanted more of natural cover. This is also going to be a great cover in regards to helping me get in and out of the blind with not seen real easily by the deer. It'll break up the entrance and the exit. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this out to the 5-wire once we get the 5-wire done. So I won't be able to get to that today, but it's really feathering, it's shaping the main travel route for the deer. So it's going from this big area up here, sanctuary, big food plot, pinch down, and the blind is here in the pinch point going to the gate so that their path of least resistance go in and out of the gate. Like I said, deer can go pretty much anywhere they want out here. They can jump 5-wire if they really want to, but as long as they're not pressured, for the most part, most all the deer are going to go, even you can make them go a long ways around using a 5-wire fence. So just, these are some tips. These are things that I am doing literally right now here on this 107 project, and just, stacking the odds in my favor as best as I can. And I'm sure I'll, want to tweak some things next year. This is, like I said, this is February. We're getting a jump start. So that's really a wrap. That's 3 things that, you can use in your favor to help you move deer in your favor. And so I really built a lot of this spot, where am I going to sit, and shape things based off of that. So, which is determined off of entrance and our exit route. So appreciate you guys, like and subscribe. Next month, we're going to go over deer nutrition because food plot season's pretty much here. Native grasses to be planted in March, April, May, clover as well, soybeans in May, corn in April or May. We got a lot of things that are going to happen. So stay tuned. We're going to go over those, and appreciate you guys. See you next time.